All right, let's talk about one of the most fascinating and kind of mysterious things our brains can do: the incredible connection between a smell and a memory.
You know the feeling, right? You catch a whiff of something random, maybe freshly cut grass or cookies baking or a certain kind of old book, and bam, instantly you're somewhere else. You're a kid again. But why? Why does the smell hit us so much harder than a picture or a song?
It's this wild, involuntary thing. You don't even try to remember, the memory just floods in. It's not just thinking about the past, it's like you can feel it all over again. So, what is going on here? Well, it turns out our sense of smell has a very special VIP relationship with our brain.
To really get this, we've got to look at how our senses are wired up. See, most of them play by the rules and follow a pretty standard path to get processed. But smell? Oh, smell breaks all the rules.
Okay, so check this out. On the left here, we've got sight, sound, and touch. When you see or hear something, that signal first goes to a part of the brain called the thalamus. Think of it like a big, busy switchboard operator, sorting all the incoming information before sending it off to the right department for processing. But now, look at the path for smell on the right. It completely bypasses that switchboard. It takes a direct flight, going straight from your nose to the amygdala, that's your brain's emotion center, and the hippocampus, the memory hub.
And that is the secret sauce. There's no middleman, no filter. That sense signal gets an express ticket straight to the parts of your brain that handle feelings and memories. This is why a smell can trigger such a powerful emotional reaction before your logical brain even has a chance to say, hey, what is that I'm smelling?
This direct route plugs smells right into what's called the limbic system. This is one of the oldest, most primal parts of our brain. It's the engine room for our emotions, our behaviors, and our long-term memories. And again, smell is the only one of our five senses that has this direct, private entrance.
So why? Why this special wiring? Well, it all comes down to survival. For our ancient ancestors, their sense of smell was absolutely critical. It let them sniff out a predator hiding in the bushes or tell if that piece of fruit was rotten or safe to eat. It was all about reacting fast. Having a smell immediately trigger a feeling like fear or comfort or disgust was a huge advantage. That priority lane in the brain is basically a leftover feature from a time when a quick sniff could literally mean the difference between life and death.
This incredibly powerful experience actually has a name, and funnily enough, it comes from the world of literature. It's called the Proust effect.
Right, so it's named after the French author Marcel Proust. In his famous novel, he describes how the simple taste and smell of a Madeleine cake dipped in tea suddenly unlocked this enormous, detailed flood of childhood memories that he thought he had completely forgotten. The key here is that it's not just about recalling a fact, like, I grew up in that town. It's about the intense emotion and that feeling of being completely transported back in time.
And this is the line that captures it perfectly. He didn't just remember his childhood town. He felt it springing into being right there from his teacup. That's the essence of this whole phenomenon.
Okay, so that's a beautiful literary idea, right? But is it just a poetic feeling, or is this something real that scientists can actually measure? Let's look at the data.
The answer is a big yes. So, in a major study, researchers tested this exact thing. They had people recall memories, sometimes triggered by a picture and other times by a smell. And look at this chart. When they were asked to rate how emotional the memory felt, the memories triggered by a picture scored about a 2.7. But the ones triggered by an odor, they shot up to a 4.6. That's a huge difference. The data is crystal clear. We feel these memories far more deeply.
And it wasn't just about raw emotion. The same study found that people reported a much, much stronger feeling of being brought back to the moment when the memory came from a smell. So that whole time travel thing we talked about at the start, it's not just in your head. It's a real, documented phenomenon.
So we get why smells are so powerful, but why are they so deeply personal? Why is it that the smell of a campfire might make you feel all cozy and nostalgic, but it might make someone else anxious?
Well, the answer starts when we're young. During our childhood and teenage years, our brain is like a supercomputer, busy building this massive scent database. It's constantly linking new smells to the people, the places, and the feelings of those really formative years. I mean, think about it. Your personal scent catalog is shaped by everything: where you grew up, the people you loved, the specific smell of the food that was always cooking in your home, even the plants and trees in your neighborhood. All of these get filed away in your brain with a powerful emotional tag attached.
That's why these triggers are so unique to each of us. They basically become an olfactory fingerprint, a personalized scent map of your own life story encoded directly into the emotional core of your brain.
This is all really fascinating stuff, but you might be wondering, what's the bigger picture? Does this deep connection matter beyond just a random trip down memory lane?
It absolutely does. Researchers are now exploring using scents as a powerful therapeutic tool. For someone with memory loss, like from dementia, a familiar smell can sometimes unlock a precious memory when nothing else can. It can be a bridge. And since these memories are so often tied to positive moments from our youth, they can be an amazing tool for boosting mood. Ultimately, our sense of smell is a deep, profound connection to our personal identity, our family, and our culture.
So, when you really think about it, smell isn't just one of the five senses. It's more than that. It's a portal, a direct, unfiltered doorway to the emotional bedrock of your past, and a huge part of who you are today.
It's an incredible thought, isn't it, that our most meaningful memories aren't locked away somewhere far off. They're all around us, all the time, just waiting in the air. Sometimes they're just one breath away.